So, welcome to Goddess of Victory, Nikke, a game you definitely install for the Milgus and Gluteus Maximuses before suddenly realizing that you entered someone's untimed funeral. Here, I am with at least 4 months of playtime, and I'm going to make a very fast rundown for people with ADHD like myself. Also, timestamps to avoid hearing me yap. After finishing a tutorial and feeling depressed after what just happened, you should definitely know the basics of shooting, burst skills, rapture captain killing, covering, target circles, and so on. Shooting is the basics and every character has a different gun type, short range being SMGs, shotguns, mid range being assault rifles and machine guns, and long range for snipers. The grenade launcher does not care about range cause you're firing a fucking projectile. Burst skills is one of the only unique mechanics in this game. See this thing over here? You charge it with damage. Sniper rifles and grenade launchers charge it faster, use that to your knowledge. Every single Nikke also have a different burst stage, so it's recommended to build Nikke lineup something like this. This can vary between skills of your Nikkes and cooldown of said burst skill. To top that, entering burst stage will make all your Nikkes target at where you're shooting, if you're the one controlling. It does not work for autoplay. To avoid heavy damage from incoming attacks, you have a cover that you can use to avoid that, and you do that by pressing spacebar if you're on PC or tap the screen if you're on mobile. That's it. Quick side note, some attacks cannot be blocked, so be aware. Target circles are self-explanatory. Shoot the glowing red circles before the timer runs out and your whole team dies. You can choose to let it autoplay, but I prefer to end it fast. And you can end the missions quickly by targeting the main rapture, the one with this showing on its head. There are many things you can do to increase your power of your Nikkes. Leveling up your Nikkes, give your Nikkes equipment, upgrading their equipment, increase their skill level, give them a doll, insert a cube inside her, and limit break it. We will talk about that later. You might notice that each Nikke has a different element code. It's followed by this chart over here. A little heads up, this is fucking useless, don't pay too much attention to it. There is one thing that they're useful though. Some bosses will pull out a shield that cannot be destroyed and negates all damage unless the Nikke firing is using the element type that counters said element. In order to get the resources to upgrade your Nikkes, we will move to our next stop. 5 different places to go and different purposes. Simulation Room is the place where you grind for resources to upgrade your Nikke skill. You do that by clearing stages shown here. If you're strong enough to complete the highest stage, that's good. Also, a common mistake that every new player does is going through each stage one by one. Pick the highest stage that you can clear and reap the rewards in less than 1 minute, if you don't pick the hard levels. Interception is where you get your gear and where you fight Tyrant class raptors. Even if you don't kill the boss, you still get rewards for dealing a set amount of damage. Just work your way up with this one, it takes a long time to clear these. Arena is where you get tickets to buy element codes that are needed to upgrade Nikke's skill. And arena chips for season gems for gacha. Again, we will talk about that later. Tribe Towers is where you get free gems and some little resources. But manufactured tribe towers give you something called molds, basically a different way to get your Nikkes. I'll make a separate videos on Nikkes entirely, so comment if you want that. And finally, the Lost Sector, a place where you get harmony cubes to improve your Nikkes abilities, but in reality most people play these cause they run out of gems for gacha. One cleared sector gives 800 gems, and they can only be unlocked if you clear said campaign level or the previous sector level. You will get it once you do some campaign levels and Anderson kicks you out as a so-called punishment. There are a few things you can do out here. If you want the most of your rewards from everything, you need to go to school. Just try to clear everything here. And this is the synchro device. Now if I have a gem for every time a new player levels up each of their Nikkes individually and become broke, I'll have enough to survive to limit break free Red Hood. Don't fucking level up your Nikkes individually. Pick 5 of your main Nikkes, preferably SSR ones, and shove the rest of your Nikkes into the synchro device. They will match the Nikke with the lowest level as shown here. And don't buy slots with gems, it's a waste. It's not like you're gonna use every single Nikke. And if you're wondering if this works with SR units, yes, it does. The recycling room is another way to increase your Nikke stats. It's not really big of a deal, but it is a nice little buff. So upgrade them from time to time if you get the resources from the event. Don't fucking buy them! The infrastructure core gives you rewards depending on how much you level up. That's it. The bulletin board is just a way to get extra resources. Just press auto select and be on your way. Don't forget to collect them. The elevator brings you to a place where you try to fix Nikkes who has done some serious shit and needs rehabilitation that can take up to a month. so don't be too hyper-focused on them. And lastly, the Commander Office. You can advise Nikkes to play a makeshift dating simulator and increase their relationship level while also unlock their advice stories, aka free money for some bit of depression if you were to actually read it. The relationship level also increases the stat of Nikkes by a bit. Not to mention, you can also rewatch the events and the stories at the Recollection Center. And cry again because you gave yourself either depression or joy. There's also collections for lost items, aka more gems, and music collections, means more gems. But you get to customize the music for your lobby screen and your commander room. As you play, you will receive these boxes of free money, battle data, and core dust. The number on top does not indicate on how long they expire, it's the amount you get from said duration, like 1 hour worth of money. Do not hesitate to use them. These two can only be used on leveling Nikkes, and prioritize getting core dust because they are very hard to come by. And these are the modes I was talking about. Also, if you're in the late game and you see this at the arena shop, get it. It allows you to gamble for a specific equipment. Now, time for the main part, recruitment, aka gambling. You can either pull for the seasonal characters or go for the regular pull. Seasonal characters allows you to get one for free if you already pulled 20 times. Same goes for the regular ones. But the pity doesn't go away, which means you can keep pulling for a seasonal character now to have a guaranteed chance to get the character you want later. If you pull duplicates, you'll get these things. Remember the limit break I was talking about? This is how you do it. Fucking gambling! Now it isn't really a big deal until you realize you can't level any higher than 160. To get to 200 and above, you need 5 characters at level 200 at the synchro device, and you can only achieve that by limit breaking your Nikke to free. And you do that by gambling! This game gambling system is essential to the gameplay. And that's about it. Feel free to tell me what I missed in the comment section, and of course, like and subscribe for more. Haha, I'm so funny, goodbye!